Hello everybody, Kane here and welcome to another video of Art of Conquest. In this one we're gonna talk about the state of the game, the pluses, the minuses, what changed, what was added. So first things first, we're gonna start with the good things. And the good thing is the Roadran, the airship feature being released. Now, for a lot of people, this feature might be stupid, it might be very annoying, because some people might not have like good times to requeue the exploration and stuff like that, but the stuff that this particular feature can give you is actually a lot. And these rewards are per day tied to the Void Mirror as well. So, to give you a quick rundown, majority of my resources, my dust and etc. go into the experience in terms of like crafting this hero stuff. And per day, I think I get more than 200 of these tier 2s, which is pretty friggin' crazy. Now, I'm not sure if it's always 200 or close to 200. I mean, it really depends on the quest. It depends on my luck as well. But generally, I think I get over 200, which is, I think, like about 50-ish of these experience cards. I mean, it's RNG based, so it could be from like 45 to maybe 60, maybe more, which is a lot of experience per day. And I do mean it's a lot of experience per day. And what it kind of gave me, or is giving me, pretty much majority of my army, or rather the heroes that I'm actually using, are almost capped at whichever level they can be. I mean, I have not leveled the research on rogues yet. They can be like 68. I recently got my generals and sages 68, so I'm just finishing up on them. But pretty much majority of them are actually hitting the highest levels. I think it's gonna take me another 1.5 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, and I will max them out completely of the heroes being on my field. And it's crazy. And not only that, they have more events which are giving more experience, like for example the Miasma Forest giving a ton, and now we have also the Shrine Battles, which I think were updated a couple of weeks ago or by the end of last month. I think, I'm not entirely sure, because I think this is either the second or the third time with these rewards. I think it's the second time. And we're gonna have like 36 million experience twice if you have 2 altars, and we're gonna win both of them. So it's a crazy amount of experience, and I finally will catch up with the levels as well. It's, for me, honestly, it's insane. Aside from that, they're giving a lot of premium materials as well with the update in terms of the shrines, as well as the other events like Miasma Forest giving a ton, as well as some events giving out them as well. Now, I'm not sure, I think it's like once per month on either the Monday or Wednesday event. Again, I'm not sure, but I think I've seen some events with these special boxes or premium boxes. I'm not sure which event, but I have seen them, and that's actually like quite nice and quite decent. I have quite a few 5-star premium artifacts. Not all of those that I am using are 5-star yet, but I'm gonna make them eventually, so that is good. So as the game is going, they're actually giving the person, or the regular player, or the casual player, or the small spender, whichever way you want to call them, a lot of materials, a lot of runes, a lot of rushes, a lot of experience, and a few other things. And that person, if it manages all of those things together to make a proper formation, that person can actually start to compete with the whale level player. Now, a whale is usually a person who can spend like 5,000 bucks. I think usually it starts from 3k to 5k to 10k depending whichever game you play. So on this game, I think the whale tier starts from 5k and above, which is like, I think, Valor 15. I'm not sure entirely, but I think it starts from that. And essentially, being able to be those players who spend a ton or even more than that is actually pretty crazy. And when you're able to do that, that spender will have a couple of options. First one, spend a lot more to win, and the other one is probably stop spending at all. And more cases than not, the spender will actually spend more money. And that is what sort of way this game is going. I even commented that like a month or 2 or 3 ago in some videos, and it actually happened. So, I don't want to seem like a prophet or anything, but hey. So, aside from that, quite a lot of whales were getting clapped and pretty easily from what I've seen in terms of replays, in terms of chat rooms. People who make proper formations are able to flawless people who have spent like friggin' 20,000 bucks on this game. Now, I'm not calling the person that is able to do that godlike, and I'm not calling the person who spent 20k anything bad. Thing is, at one particular time, the past few weeks, or when they started fixing the chat last month, the tankiness of all frontline, all units on the field doubled. I don't know why. I don't know what the hell happened, but the resistances made everything tankier like twice. Now, I'm not sure if it was the resistances. Maybe they have added or changed something in the values in terms of like behind the scenes. Something happened, and literally 90% of the battles were draws for a few weeks, like at the very least 2 weeks. And it was friggin' crazy. So now, with the new feature in terms of the literature, the heroes get true percent bonuses. And as you see, I have like a couple of these upgraded. I have some buffs right here as well. And all of this stuff has given me in towards average like more than 20 million attack. And that is friggin' insane. My Tisafin, I think, was like 55 million. Now, I'm not sure, maybe somewhere around that. So now she's close to 90 million. I mean, I upgraded a few other things on the side as well now. So, I mean, who knows? But the feature is actually giving some crazy amount of stats. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And the person that was, losing quite a lot to a smaller spender, or a person who upgraded their field properly or managed everything properly, the spender spent on this and started winning again. And that is sort of what usually this game will have. So I think it's good for the free spender. He is able to get a lot of materials, a lot of resources to actually make a proper field. And the spender, I mean, like when he gets beaten, he's gonna spend like money in the game and he's gonna win. Like, people essentially are buying time, and eventually this feature becomes accessible to everybody, and we're gonna max it out as well like any other person. So it's gonna happen like that, like literally every single feature. So in that way, I suppose Lilith is winning, the spender is also winning because, he's spending money, and also we're getting updates. So they kind of decided to go that route. Aside from that, there are a few more things being paywalled. So there are dragon abilities as well, quite often now being paywalled. Meaning, the paying person will always have an advantage in terms of the two currently stronger or strongest dragon abilities in the game. Currently, there is no way for a free-to-play to actually get them, unless you're like insanely lucky. Then we have these dragon skins, but the dragon skins were generally, the same as before. They were like premium for more than a year, maybe 2 years. That is fine. Like, I don't care about dragon skins. They don't directly affect like PvP that much, right? I mean, if you kill the dragon, you usually can win quickly, but you can win the battle by killing their army or killing their heroes. I mean, you don't necessarily require to one-shot their dragon. So aside from that, dragon skins are also premium. However, the biggest thing that they have done is made the army skins premium as well in terms of like this. Now, I am against this entirely because these peace effects are literally granting true stats. So, an army with 20% true HP or true attack is gonna be friggin' crazy for events, for PvP, for everything. And that is a huge thing that, I mean, it can actually kill like any fun in the game because essentially you're going into a battle, you see the army having those skins, and you can already assume the enemy has like minimum 20 or 15% true stats on army, and sometimes this particular percentage can actually make the biggest difference. Not always, there are nuances, but if it's true percentages, I mean, it's friggin' huge. Like, I mean, what can you do? So yeah, there are nuances like that which are kind of, slowly killing the game because paywalls usually tend to do that. The only thing that's left to do to completely kill the game is getting something pay to win on heroes. Now, I'm not sure what that can be, maybe a new feature or whatever, but if the game is going that way, either a lucky wheel will be paywalled soon or whatever, or a new feature for heroes and the game likely will die. I mean, I don't know, I just, don't want to foreshadow that stuff or whatever, but I kind of think they're gonna do something for heroes in the same manner of premium stuff. I mean, I don't know when, but likely if that happens, I'll probably look for another game as well. Because if a game has too many paywalls, it becomes impossible and boring to play. So I really hope they don't go that route, but who knows. Aside from that, the thing that this game is lacking in comparison to many others is interaction with the community, right? So the thing that we have right now is two chat rooms. So we have Toby Nation of the previous YouTuber who was making videos, and we have the I suppose my chat room, which I call Moontree, in terms of for my own YouTube channel, and that's pretty much it. There are a few other like group chats in terms of like their specific groups, and that's it. Like there is no cross realm chat, there is no huge cross realm chat with channels. You don't have anything like, for example, a specific island where you can go in for maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, PvP, some people test some stuff with people because the thing about this game, it revolves a lot around PvP and interaction with others. But you need to be in that realm for that to happen majority of the time. And they need to implement something or easier access to just, I don't know, like something here we click, we go onto a specific island, we talk like cross realm, we PvP some, and then we decide to go back here and do our own thing, right? They need to add some sort of interaction between cross realm people or some PvP or something to make fun. For like majority of the time we go in, we do events, that's it. We, I don't know, go on at some point in time to do a dual tower or whatever, and that's it. Now, some people would say, yeah, but you have dual tower. It takes like 50 times to queue together to actually get a fight with each other. Instead of going into a specific place, click on that person and click duel and try out like 10 battles or whatever. I mean, this sort of thing is lacking, and I mean, if they add some community interaction in terms of like the chat rooms, make them better, or specific like cross-realm place where people can just connect to, this game might slowly seem like it's dying. Like, for example, I log on to my game and this is like Nor, right? And this realm is dead. I mean, I like it when it's dead, it's free events, but that is the same in like, I don't know, 1,000 other realms. Kind of similar like in Sight or Drake probably as well. However, if you would add a place where people could connect to, like there would be 20 people on the screen, and of course you make it so it doesn't lag or disconnect or all of that stuff. If you make it properly and optimized properly, the game actually would seem a lot more fun, a lot more interactive. Something like that I would really love to see. But yeah, that is pretty much, I suppose, my comments. Currently, this month wasn't really too bad, but I mean, we gotta see. We still have like a few days up until the end of this month. But so far, so good. I did like some patch notes. I did like some updates. Aside from that, I like building formations to be able to beat people who spend quite a bit more than me. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people who spend even that same amount and still beat me flawlessly. Like, how can I put it? I cannot beat everybody, same as everybody cannot beat everybody unless they're like mega krakens. So essentially, you're growing to be able to beat more and more people and climbing higher in the ladder. And that is what I'm kind of going for. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to beat some people who are spending less, but they're like making super, super efficient formations. However, I might be able to beat those who spend like 20k, but their formation is not being fully decked out. I mean, it really depends. There are a lot of nuances now in terms of PvP, and sometimes the core power might not tell the real strength of the account because a lot of people might be hiding some core. So a lot would have to be dug into the account if we check any fights. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You let me know in the comments down below what you also think about this particular month. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. As well as if you would wish to support me more than just watching my videos, I have made a Patreon page where you would be able to do just that. In return, I would be able to help you out more individually in terms of events, PvP formations, and stuff like that. Well, as I would like to thank all of my patrons for the support. I really, really appreciate it for your subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe out there.